lovelies, welcome back to my channel, Peace with Sha. I'm Sha or Shalonda. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an upload or a notification. If you're a return viewer subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. It has been a very long time, I'm not gonna lie, since I posted, and just so much has been going on in the background of my life, and it's just been so hard to even think about or post anything that I have filmed. You know, you're just like in a transition in your life, and some of the things that you may have done just don't resonate with it anymore. And so I do have some content that I have filmed in the past that I might still share with you all. I'm unsure, I don't know yet, but I did want to come up here because obviously, as you can see by my hair, I have a huge update with my hair. I no longer have locks. When it came down to the facts, it was no longer a hard decision, but prior to that, I think I had a lot of emotions and thoughts and feelings about like combing out my locks or perhaps cutting my hair and starting my hair journey all over again, especially since it was such a big deal for me to get locks in the first place. It was a hairstyle that I've always wanted as a child, and then finally decided to get as an adult, and it was a hairstyle that I really grew to love. And I think I grew so much by having locks. I grew like my pride and like my heritage and the way that my hair grows out of my scalp. I grew in like loving my face more and just loving just the look of locks and like what it represented to me on a personal level. So it was really hard to make the decision to comb out my hair, but like at the end of the day, like my hair health is what's important. Being able to visualize and see my hair is important as like an indicator of my hair health as well. And so when it came down to it, I was just like, okay, we have to make this decision. And it's uncomfortable because I had locks for such a long time and I really did love them and had an attachment to my hair. I feel like I went through so many emotions combing it out, from like grief, frustration for just wanting to be done with the entire process, to like this longing of like the past and like all the transitions I went through to get to the point where I was when my hair was finally what I thought was growing, to just then deciding like, okay, we have to like stick through our commitment and take it all out. So without sharing like too much, I'll just say like, you know, going to the doctor and stuff, like I just noticed some things about my health that really needed to be addressed. And I was really starting to notice some of these things as it related to the condition of my hair. And my locks were getting longer and they were getting heavier. And it was, I think, putting a lot of stress on my hair. I don't have to think that, I saw the results. And so like I was losing a lot of hair. My hair thinned a lot, and I'll probably show you another video, but like I lost like a lot of my hair here, and I had some thinning like on my crown area, and just in general like the integrity of my locks was quite literally just like falling apart. And it got to a point where I was like cutting my locks almost every week, or they were like just breaking apart, and I'm just like, okay, I think my body is trying to tell me something. Not only that, but like just the integrity of my locks is not like up to par to what I would want and how I would want to like wear my hair. And I also don't want to be a person like in denial when I know like you should do something different unless you want a result that you don't want. I didn't want any balding and stuff like that, and I knew that like the continual tension on my hair, in addition to the stress that I was feeling, in addition to like some health things, like it just wasn't going to be good for the overall health and condition of my hair. And additionally, like when your hair is in locks, you can't see your hair, so it's also hard sometimes to know, you know, to get an indicator of your health if you can't really see your hair. And so I'm like, okay, like we need to make this decision, and if we get to a place where it's okay to like do a lock journey again, I definitely think I will. But for the time being, I'm just gonna be a natural hair girly. And I know like I really built this channel off of my natural hair, and then I had like a second growth spurt with this channel when I had locks. So I definitely understand if like you came to my channel solely for my hair and solely for my locks, and like whatever content I might post that's outside of my hair that doesn't have to do with locks, if that no longer resonates with you, I totally understand. And like I encourage you to like unsubscribe. I don't want anyone to be here who doesn't want to be here or who doesn't enjoy my other content. And If my channel just doesn't speak to you anymore, that's totally fine. Thank you so much for being here as long as you were here. I absolutely appreciate like all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers, all the support. But I know that sometimes when things are just not like what you wanted, then like you shouldn't stay if it's not what you wanted. Moving forward, my content surrounding my hair will be more towards like straight hair natural content and just natural hair in general, and probably like some protective styles and whatever else I decide to do. But I'm probably going to have a large focus again on just like overall wellness and health, especially as I work towards continuing to support my internal health, the things that people can't see that impacts, you know, the way that we show up physically and how we feel physically. Like that wellness series will be a heavy component of my channel. And so if you're still interested in that, stick around. If not, that's also okay. Again, thank you for just being here as long as you were here. I just felt like it would be weird for me not to acknowledge, like obviously you could see my hair, but for me not to acknowledge that like, hey, I took my hair out, and to kind of like share with you why, even though like no one technically needs the explanation, but because this is a community, I did want to just be transparent and just bring you all in on my process as well. Learn my loose hair as I relearn how to take care of my hair, and not just my hair, but just continue to learn how to take care of my body and how to manage stress and other things that can like impact my overall health. So yeah, that is the hair update that I have for you all. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave them down in the comment section, and we can just have a discussion. If you are leaving, see you later. Thank you so much. If you're gonna stick around and stay for my channel for what's more to come, I welcome you, and I thank you for also staying to support me as well. As always, peace, love, and joy, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.